Joining us here in the studio is Democratic Party strategist Robert Zimmerman. We've talked to you a couple of times throughout this prolonged three-week ordeal.
Right.
There was so much pressure on Congressman Weiner to step down for almost weeks now. He kept saying, I'm waiting for my wife to get home. She came home, as we know. Does it seem that she was, in fact, the final voice who said to him, it is time?
You know, no one can speculate, and a lot of political pundits and political operatives are trying to speculate on what transpired, but no one can speculate on their relationship or their dialogue. It's thoroughly inappropriate. Huma Abedin, as you know, is a friend. She's a role model. She's entitled to her privacy. But I think looking at this politically, what really, I think, brought us to this moment was the constant drumbeat of more and more news stories coming out. Finally, just the other day, a porn star was lecturing the congressman on integrity and actually showing more credibility. When that happens, it's time to go.
Then it's really time to go. Was this the right way, as a strategist? Would you have advised him to hold this press conference, which turned into a circus at one point?
You know, for 20 years, they're going to be teaching in crisis communications the Anthony Weiner story in business schools throughout America. This is right up there with the automotive executives who took private jets to Washington when they asked for a government bailout. From the beginning of this bizarre story to this final press conference, it was just a grotesque situation in the press conference. You know, when you have a press conference in New York on a sex scandal, I mean, you're guaranteed to have hecklers. You're going to have Howard Stern wannabes there. You're going to have occasionally a couple of drag queens show up. You're going to have a circus out of this. And that's what he had. It should have been done with a statement. In fact, from the beginning, from his lying to the press, then berating the media for not believing his lies, this has been just an exercise in complete incompetence.
If he had just been honest from the beginning, would he have still had a shot at a political career? Would he still be in Congress?
You know, I can't really say, and no one can say for sure, but I can tell you this. Had he told the truth from the beginning, he would have had a chance to ride this out. He would have a chance to somehow retain some credibility and some trust. But when he lied from the beginning, and not just to the media, but to his colleagues, to his constituents, to his supporters, he lost all trust and credibility going forward, and that really did him in.
There's been a lot of talk, though, about the hypocrisy here. Senator Vitter's name has been thrown around a lot in the past 3 weeks. Is there a little bit of hypocrisy with this situation?
You know, when it comes to these kinds of stories, there's a lot of hypocrisy on both sides. I disagree with my party when they say Dave Vitter stayed, the Republican family values senator from Louisiana who got caught in a prostitution scandal. Senator Vitter stayed. Why couldn't Anthony Weiner? Senator Vitters is not the standard by which we should determine whether public officials stay in office or not. And likewise, when I hear, you know, the Republican Party talk about family values and then just treat it as politics when their family values leaders get caught in sex scandals, that just speaks to it just speaks to their own hypocrisy as well.